as I mentioned, from those handful people that met in Dubai back in July to 5,000 members, and more than 10,000 miners were sold, right? So this is a huge accomplishment. And you will also see that the distribution of those miners is very well. So we don't have big whales. So we have a few, right? But for the biggest part, we have a very good distribution of meta hash in the system. And what is really remarkable is this here. So we have 5,000 wallets, but we only have less than 800 holders of Egold, right? So what does it mean? So that basically means that there is not many people who actually claim the token, right? The claim rewards from their miners. This is less than 20%. So this is really telling us that the mining logic behind really works, right? And this is how it was designed. Egold was designed the way that people carefully treat their claims, right? Because we only have 10 claims available, so people have to carefully watch and carefully plan their claims. And this is what is happening, right? So I'm really surprised that this, not surprised, but I'm pleased that this mining logic really works. And if you look at the claimed amount, 126,000 tokens, this is not big. Considering that the meta hash is more than 5 million, this is not a big amount, right? So let me have a quick look at my WhatsApp. So Wojciech, let me know what your name is. Is it Woj? Just let me know in the chat. Probably, yes. I made you co-host.
Yes, that's me.
All right. Yeah, I will hand it over to you in a second. So, yes, so what I was going to say is this mining logic really works, because considering how many Egold were mined already and how many were claimed, it really tells us that this community really understood the mining logic and is really taking advantage of this special setup. And also, if we look at egold.exchange, by the way, this is Egold's own exchange, everybody. Own token, own exchange, own mining ecosystem. So all in one hand. And if you look at the claims, so if you look at depreciation burned, so this is only 1,600 Egold. So that basically means that there is almost no people who claim for the second time, right? So this number is so low because depreciation starts with the second claim. So that means that people don't claim for the second time. They save their claims, right? So, and this is really how we get quality on this ecosystem, right? Because people are patient, and you know that the money in financial markets always moves from the impatient to the patient, and this community has demonstrated that it has patience, right? Because this data is really telling you that people don't claim for the second time. All right, so yeah, and we have done a lot since July, talking about events. So we had regular Zoom meetings. There's one person here that I would like to recognize. His name is Munir. He's also from Germany, and he's a real hustler. He's doing like daily webinars every evening, very consistent, which is very disciplined and really shows commitment to the community. And we also had some offline events, especially in Asia, right? So I myself was involved in our road, how do you call that? Road trip? No, not road trip. Roadshow in Malaysia and Indonesia. And also Wojciech was doing events or helping do events in Cambodia and Vietnam. And those were cool events, local events. But the biggest event so far was the one in Thailand, in Pattaya. And this was just last week. And that's why we want to hear from Wojciech. He was there. And he was, by the way, very instrumental in growing this community. He joined Tech Protocol from day one. He is the reason why I joined Tech Protocol from day one, and I'm very, very grateful to him for bringing me on board, giving me the chance to help to grow this community right here. And he also helped organize the Thailand event in Pattaya. That was last week. And there is a lot of things happening in the background because I'm in constant contact with Vishal. There's a lot of good things in the pipeline, and some of those things were revealed at the Pattaya event. And I would like to ask Wojciech to take it away and tell us what happened in Pattaya, how many people were there, what nations were represented there, and what are the news that were discussed there, right? So yeah, Wojciech, please take it away, and welcome to the Zoom meeting.
Okay, thank you, Eugene, for introduction, and thank you for welcome all the people, and explaining one more time about Egold. So maybe you can make me host so I can share my screen. So I decided to make like smaller recap based on the presentation what we actually did in Pattaya. So I will not make 2-3 hours presentation. I just gonna focus on the main points.
Yeah, you can share now.
Okay, 1 second. Share. Share. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, perfect. So yes, we had even on the 22nd of November, it was community event when people who already, most of the people who already have miner, they came there for new information to exchange the experience. So I believe we made great job. Basically, I heard very positive feedback, and yeah. But for people who never had chance to attend in Pattaya event, I will make short presentation. This presentation had 67 slides. I believe I will focus on maybe 10, 20. Yes, so let's do it. So basically, we had like around 14 or 15 countries. You can see the nationalities that attend to the event. We had Thai dance show, gear up, and here we started. Because let's see, we believe in code. What does mean? We have already experience with centralized exchanges like FTX. So basically, you handle money to somebody, and somebody, without you knowing, somebody take and use your money and play with your money, which is not really crypto. That's third-party services which are centralized, and there is always a risk. Why we believe in code? Because code is designed, transparent, and automated. So that means, for example, if we agree for something and we say, okay, you can do claim, you can do this, you can do this. So basically, these services are executed by the code, but by smart contract. So in this case, we have everything transparent, and you guys don't need to trust me, Vishal, or another people, because the code is the core business. So we had Vishal talking about the blockchain, smart contract, NFT, DAO, and Web3. So we had Vishal on the call for around 1 hour. I believe a lot of people have been excited to see Vishal and listen to what kind of point of view he can provide. Basically, we're utilizing blockchain, smart contract, NFT technologies to build new mining concept, which is Egold. So I will not repeat how the miners are built, because this a lot of people already know. We have with 10 claims, meta fuel, and depreciation, which is very important, and warehouse fee. Economic, everybody already knows, so I will not talk about that. Ownership is very important because, you know, with ownership, we have two kind of ownership. We have creators that they never claim ownership, and you can fit here Egold. Fitting Egold here is perfect. And we have owners like Binance and FTX. So we basically need to trust these people. So they have ownership of their business. And we are using their services. So for example, like friend of my friend, he lost $40 million with FTX because they decided to play with people money. So we basically here with owners, we need to trust them all. That's the biggest problem. But with creators like Bitcoin, we don't need to trust Satoshi Nakamoto, we don't need to trust Vitalik, we don't need to trust Vishal. Once technology is up and running, you cannot stop, it's unstoppable. So with Egold, one more time, nobody claimed ownership of Egold technology. Doesn't mean it's developed, it's out there, hosted on blockchain, and it's running automatically, fully decentralized. And please pay attention that you guys, the owner of Egold, because one more time, there is no centralized part that, you know, keep running and executing the services. So all services executed by smart contract. And here I was talking about, I'm gonna read this one message because this one, please remember forever. Success or failure of Egold depends of community adoption, belief, and activity. So if we are the early adopters, if we don't accept this technology and we will not go further with that, and we're gonna look only, okay, I make 10-20% and I'm gonna keep selling. So when people, you have different kind of people, believers and not believers. So when you look at every project, you go CoinMarketCap, you take 100 top projects. All projects on the beginning small, up, down. Maybe a lot of projects also going down. But every project needs time. Every project needs time to grow itself. Because on the beginning, a lot of people maybe forget about, maybe they say, okay, maybe the profitability, because most of you guys, they are looking at ROI. And, you know, and then when ROI is lower, then you say, oh, this project is no good and stuff like that. But I talked to one very smart guy. He said, when you want to invest, you invest in the project, not at ROI, because here we cannot make ROI with very simple reason. Just please imagine, for example, let's say ROI is 2 months. So you get your money after 2 months. And what if you buy miner and price will drop down and ROI is after 2 years? So providing and talking about ROI with cryptocurrency project, that must be failure. Self-study. So we all know Satoshi Nakamoto made blockchain to promote transparency. When I talk about blockchain, always main point is transparency. Because look around at every company that you've been working with before. Ask yourself, where is the transparency? You don't answer to me, you answer to yourself. Over the years, people still keep falling into the trap. You see empty Gox failed. Now FTX. The learning is simple. Keep control of your own funds. The code is the law, the code is the regulation. And I took the screenshot somebody posted in our group. FTX failed because it was regulated by government, not by code. So Bitcoin is 2 lines of code. Bitcoin is big, it's only 2 lines of code. And it's different because code have predefined value. And this predefined value is keep executing it. This cannot be changed. But regulated by governments, government can always change something, allow you to play with money or not playing with money. So that's big risk. DeFi didn't fail because it was already regulated by code. Code is the regulation. That's big, strong belief. That's why DeFi keep growing. That's why all the crypto projects are growing. But pay attention to transparency, because transparency is the key for every project. You can come to many projects, crypto projects, call CoinMarketCap, you can pick it up and they say fully transparent, blah, 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 blah. But where is the transparency? Where code? That's also big problem with other projects. Second. Here, why Egold is important. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna make very short version, so we're not gonna stay here for more than half an hour, 45 minutes. And in this case, you can make short version of Pattaya. Stationary mining system burning. So that the way how the miners are designed, I believe, great, but everybody need to evaluate the miners and how it looks like. So you need to have your own opinion. Huge potential to become store of value asset with bigger adoption. Yes, because if you compare, when you look at the Bitcoin start as a payment system, but then people find value as a store of value asset. So if you compare to Egold to Bitcoin, it's almost the same, but the way how we design miners, giving extra value. Imagine, for example, every Bitcoin miner, let's say you mine one Bitcoin and you want to claim one Bitcoin, but you need to spend half of Bitcoin and you need to burn this half Bitcoin. So you're removing this Bitcoin from circulation. So I'm not trying to say we're gonna be better than Bitcoin, but from the technology perspective, we are better than Bitcoin because even, for example, like you have another one of the points, you have blockchain agnostic technology. So see, we started with blockchain, then smart contract show up, then over the time, a little bit faster blockchain appear on the market. And then you have faster blockchain, but these blockchains are not too fast. So right now the biggest problem, maybe not problem, but what people want to achieve right now with the blockchain, build better and faster, more scalable blockchain. If, for example, if you have the solution, probably if you contact Vitalik, probably Vitalik will give you, if he understand you get the solution, maybe he will give you $1 billion for this blockchain. I don't know. That's only speculation. But what I'm trying to say. So when the technology keep evolving, and I believe, and a lot of people believe that one day, maybe after 1 year, 6 years, somebody gonna create better blockchain. So what we're trying to say by blockchain agnostic, that we have ability to move our coin to another better blockchain, and our mining technology to another blockchain without losing the tokenomic, which is very important. So I'm not saying, because for me Bitcoin is the black horse, but what I'm trying to say that when we have better blockchain after 5 years and maybe another better blockchain after 10 years, Bitcoin still will be the horse, but the technology is very old. And people will always follow new technology. When the new technology will appear, we have ability to move. We have ability to move from one blockchain to another blockchain. So I think I have slide here. Yes, I will come back why Egold is important. So you can see, for example, we can move from ERC20 to P20. Better blockchain, you can move from one blockchain to another blockchain, which is very important. Okay, huge potential to become main payment method for all metaverses. Why? Because Bitcoin was created as a payment method. Egold was created as a payment method in the metaverse for metaverses. So I believe this have huge potential, because have mining-based system, and it's mining in the metaverse. So it's very simple. Once we're going to build bigger community, let's say 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 people, you can also, not we, you also, because you are part of the project, you can also come to your friends who are starting project with the metaverse, and you can simply say, listen, let's adopt Egold as a payment method in your metaverse, and then we can introduce your metaverse to our community. So, every project on the beginning fighting for the community. So once we're gonna do that, we are attractive for other metaverses, and then we can grow our vision to become main coin for all metaverses. Huge potential to become marginalized method, payment method. So not only in the metaverses, but you'll be able to use Egold in future to pay for goods in the shop, store, restaurants. Blockchain and agnostic community control listing. And community control listing, I will explain you this in the minute. Then you have price discovered by market. So we never come and we never sell one Egold. So what we did, we ran our auction, and people discovered the value of Egold. So the price of Egold never be in official hand, developer hands, or my hand, or any other people. So that's also very important. And self-custody, we already talked about that. Second. Don't know why I have this. Okay, how to get Egold? PancakeSwap, liquidity providers, and mining. So basically 3 different ways, and I'm gonna talk about this ways. So you have centralized and decentralized exchanges. So one more time, I will come back to centralized. Centralized, regulated by government. FTX example, not long time ago. MTGOX 2014. So many people lost so much money. And I add here additional Luna, fully automated with warranty 20%. If somebody gonna tell you, I warranty any percent of on the crypto market, this must fail. Look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, was the first cryptocurrency created in the world. Did Satoshi Nakamoto promise you something? Any percentage? No, you cannot build financial scheme on the top of crypto. And you have a lot of projects. You have, like yesterday or 2 days before, Blockfolio, lending protocol. They also make financial scheme on the top of crypto. They also fail, and you will see over time more failure. So for that, we don't, like, from my perspective, we don't want to cooperate and make this kind of financial schemes and stuff like that. Our and developers' objective is to bring code and services built using the code and let people discover the value. Let people engage with the project. Because please, one more time, pay attention to that. Satoshi developed code, put on the market, people accept. Vitalik developed code, put on the market, people accept. We try to achieve similar strategy with Egold. Visual and developers, they develop, put on the market, but it's up to community if this project will be successful. And this one is very important. So basically, we are switching the way of listing on centralized exchange, because when we start TAG protocol and we start Egold, first question: when listing on centralized exchange, and what? If we're gonna be listed on FTX, let's say 6 months ago, you put your money, and what's happened with your money? This right now after FTX, people will go more for decentralized exchanges because you want to protect your money. So for that, because again, everything is up to community. So soon the contract will be built and will put on the market. So for example, if any centralized exchange want list Egold, they need to make proposal to you guys. You can vote. If you agree with listing on particular exchanges, they can list. Because right now, how listing looks like, okay, give me $50,000, I list your coin, and okay, and I give you zero support. Because community won't listen, but community, they don't understand big risk in all centralized exchanges because you don't know what they do with your money. So the idea is right now, bring the contract where exchange want to list Egold, they need to come and ask you for listing. If they come to me, I don't understand. I don't own it. Visa also don't own it. And we give you voting power. If you want listing on centralized exchange, if you trust this exchange and you want to hold your money on this exchange, there you go. So that's gonna be 100% up to you. Liquidity providers. Liquidity is very important. So basically how it looks like, you provide, let's say, $1,000 of Egold, $1,000 of BUSD, you lock that to liquidity, and you can keep getting rewards all the time, every 3 seconds to your wallet. Why liquidity is important for coin? Bigger liquidity attract more people, holders, traders, investors. Let me put it this way. Right now, our liquidity is around $300,000. If I'm big trader and I come with $1 million, I can, even if I like Egold, I cannot trade Egold because the liquidity is small. So it's very important as a community, if you are part of community, to provide this liquidity. And many people also, when they start and they say, so this is new project, how much liquidity developers will provide? I'm gonna ask you, for example, Uni or Curve. This comes, they have $6 billion total value locked. $6 billion, who provides this liquidity? People or developers? It's a very simple answer. Developers, they don't provide liquidity. Developers can support project on the market, but again, it's up to you. If you're gonna provide liquidity, because right now, well, let's say with Uni, there is $5 billion. I can come with $100 million and I can trade. But if I have $100 million and I come to Egold and the liquidity is 300,000, I cannot trade. So together we need to build this business. Support and build projects. I provide liquidity, you are making project bigger, create bigger demand, and you can still earn Egold. Mine Egold. We have 4 different miners, 2,100, 500, 2,500. You simply buy miner, you're collecting Egold. Why mining is important? Mining helps with fair distribution of token. This is very important. Incentivize user to join the network because when you always receive some rewards, then you say, okay, so I like keep receiving rewards, so I join the network. So when you come to your friend and say, listen, you can keep receiving rewards when you're gonna buy miner, so people like that. Create core user group that are incentivized to propagate the project. So some people, they join, they say, okay, I have some rewards, but some people, they say, okay, I have some rewards and I want this project to grow. So maybe I'm making some rewards, but maybe I'm gonna do a little bit more. So in this case, we have mining base helps a lot. Because imagine, for example, if I'm gonna sell you 1 Egold, let's say 100 Egold for $100, you buy. The moment when Egold the moment when you have 100 Egold worth of $100, the moment when Egold make 100%, you sell Egold and you're gonna forget about this project. But mining, even if, for example, mining is slower, and for example, let's say you already hit 5-6 claims, you're receiving less Egold, you say, okay, I received less, so maybe I will check this project after 5 months. Let's see how much I already made. So in this case, you're always coming back because you have miners, you have assets, you're always coming back to the project. So mining is very important for every coin, because if I don't have mining and I sell you coin, the moment when you cash out, you have nothing to do with this project. With miners, you're always coming back, always coming back. Find Egold, farm Egold, mine Egold. We are building project together, so please focus on all 3 aspects, especially on farming Egold, because liquidity is very important. This I don't need to explain. Sell more, earn more. It's very simple. Okay, talk about Egold. Because right now, mentality of people who are in the business, you all come for passive income. And you talk ROI, passive income, why price drop down, while price grow up. But you forgot about another thing, that we are building the coin. You are a little bit mistaken. You are, of course, you are right, but from other side, you are a little bit mistaken. We are building crypto project. Focus also on Egold. If, for example, if I meet my friend and I already understand that he have nothing to do with Web3, but I understand he have little bit knowledge about crypto. Promote Egold. Talk about Egold. Bring more people to Egold ecosystem. You can say, why Egold? Have amazing mining system behind. It's unique. It's strong tokenomic, better than Bitcoin. With burning, I strongly believe it's better than Bitcoin. Keep developing something behind, because the development is behind all the time. Establish Egold as a payment solution of choice for crypto users. So Egold, people will be able to accept to pay for services, goods, NFTs, goods in the metaverse and stuff like that. So there is big potential. Partnerships. On the partnerships, I will not talk right now. You will see maybe in short future. Okay, let's go. So basically, I prepare also slide how we can support and build liquidity together. So it's very simple, people. We had 130 people, but I make calculate on the even in Pattaya, or 140, but I make calculation with 100 people. So let's say if you provide 100 people provide $20, only $20 every day liquidity, which is $10 Egold, $10 BSD. That's 2,000 liquidity added every day. So every day times 30 days, that's $60,000 every month. $60,000 every month times 12 months is $720,000, almost 1 million. But if 100 people from Pattaya, we teach 5 people do the same. We have 500 extra people plus 100 people from event. You have 600 people do the same. So 720 times 6, that's already $4.3 million in 1 year. With this kind of liquidity, we can do more. Some people, of course, will not follow. Some people will say, okay, I want to make more. I will put, for example, that day I will add $2,000 or $5,000. Or maybe I talk to my friend and I say, listen, you can provide liquidity. This from 5, 6, 7 million. Plus, once we keep growing community and we educate people how liquidity is important, we can reach even 10 or $20 million in 1 year. But again, it's not up to me because I cannot give $10 million liquidity. I cannot ask, for example, Eugene, brother, please put $10 million liquidity. It's teamwork. Bitcoin become big because people support, because community support. So I'm asking you, if you already in the project, support the project, provide liquidity. Advantage of providing liquidity: better price realization on the swap, attract bigger traders to token, build confidence with future investors, more reliable price. And I want to come back here because I don't give the strategy on Pattaya even. What guys, what I do, when I provide already liquidity, every week I claim my rewards because I'm receiving Egold. I'm adding BUSD and I provide more. So slowly I increase. I don't need to every few days or every day. I don't need to buy Egold and buy BUSD. Like every few days, I just claiming my rewards. So I have my Egold, I'm adding BUSD, and I'm providing more liquidity. In this case, we are coming to the process of compounding on our liquidity. On the beginning, you will see small results, but once you're gonna keep, why, guys?
So maybe you stop sharing for a while, and then I will switch off this function so people cannot draw on your screen.
Yes, please.
Okay, so. Okay. Yes, please share again, and if someone will paint again, you just go to the top and disable comments. Yeah.
Okay. One more time, Egold community project. So I was on Pattaya, even my goal was to explain to people and put this information to people's mind that if you're not gonna build and you're not gonna follow, then we can break this ego. But if we as a team, as a community, we support each other and we grow each other, we can actually build this project. Because if you guys gonna quit today and I'm gonna leave alone, and you're gonna leave me alone, or you're gonna leave me and Eugene alone, two of us, we cannot do anything alone. No chance. So in this case, you all are responsible for Egold project. Treat as your baby. Okay. So basically, we launched $6 G Lite miner, egoldfarm.com, Metaverse. I will explain on another slide how it works and when it's gonna be fully up and running. So basically, okay, let me explain you a little bit how the G Lite miner works. The cost is $6. So it's gift. So let's say I come to Eugene and I say, Eugene, I found some amazing miners. I start to sell Egold miner, but Eugene say, no, I'm not sure. Maybe I would try, but I don't know. I don't want to raise my money because I don't know how the system works. I say, Eugene, that is not a problem. Please give me your wallet. I will send you $6 gift miner. So you're just sending me wallet. I go to my back office. I paste wallet, and I click approve BSD, and I say, and I click gift. So the moment when I click gift, Eugene receives $6 miner and little bit BNB. So he don't need to think about, where I need to get BNB to cover transaction fee and stuff like that. He received Egold miner and a little bit BNB. Whatever Eugene need to do, press start mining, that's it. He can have experience. After all, he can I can educate Eugene, okay, how to do this, how to buy. I can explain him more, but he already is in my system. He's already my downline. He can also start to sell with $6 miner. So in this case, basically we try to build the tool that you can give experience to your friends of $6. And this, when your friend, for example, will receive $6, there is 4 options. He can forget about this, he can forget about that, and he will never join, and you lose $6. Another option, he will buy a bigger miner, you get commission. Another option, he will buy Egold, which is all good for us because it's created by pressure. Another option, he becomes spectator. When he starts to watch, and after some time, maybe he'd make decision and he would buy miner or Egold. So, but before, we only had $20 miner. So for example, for $100, before I could give 5 miners, but right now for $100 I can give 16 miners. And from 16 miners, these people, they already have experience. Whatever they do in the future, if they buy miner, you get benefit. And one miner can be gifted only one time to one wallet. And when, for example, let's say I want to gift Eugene miner. So the moment when I buy miner for $6, $3 go to my upliner, and $3 go to Egold expenses wallet. Why do you like? Simply help with bigger expansion. Egoldfarm.com. Open gate for entire world. So the problem what people been facing, that a lot of people use crypto, but a lot of people they don't know how to. They have zero experience with Web3. So right now, let's say if I'm gonna give another example on Eugene. So let's say if I want to get Eugene sign with me and I want him to buy miner, but he has zero experience. So if I tell to Eugene download Web3 wallet, okay, then write down your private key because this is very important. Every time when I ask somebody to download MetaMask or Trust Wallet, the second step is always get a piece of paper, pen, write down your private key and store it with your document. Always, and I suggest you always to do the same, because before a few years ago, when I ask, when I maybe not teach, but when I explain people about Bitcoin, my mistake was like I never talk about private key, and because I never talk about private key and I never educate in the proper way, my friend, he lost not big amount, but he lost it because he lost wallet and he had no private key, so he couldn't restore. So yes, let's come back to the subject. So then, okay, write down private key. Then you switch from Ether chain to Binance chain. Oh my God! Then import BUSD token. Oh my God, that's very complicated. So for that, basically, developers they built Egoldfarm.com, which you can create the account with login and password, and then you can purchase your miner there, and you can always import wallet to Web3 wallet by closing your account and apply for your private key. So the moment when you create the account on Egold.farm only for new people, the moment when you create the account on Egold.farm.com, automatically the private is created and is stored on Amazon server. and only you have access. So then when you close this account, you claim your private key, and